question, what kind of difference technology makes or what opportunities it adds to the learning experience? I think the first thing is that children love it. So they feel positive very often when the technology is included in the lesson and in the mode of learning. And then it allows for a number of kinds of flexibility that we haven't always had. It could allow children to learn at their own pace, so teachers could set different tasks and children could pursue the answers through the internet, on a website, perhaps in an educational game, and they could all learn in their own style, in their own time. That's one kind of advantage. I think another is that technology, of course, the technology connects us, and so it can have fantastic opportunities to connect a group of children. They can do a project together with the technology or through the technology, each putting different parts of the puzzle together, learning, solving the problems and so forth. So too often, perhaps, our learning is each child by themselves, all according to the timing of the teacher. So now we can have more self-paced learning and more collective learning. I don't really know if online and offline matters. I think what matters is that learning is a process of development, not just learn this off by heart and then do a test, but really learn one step, explore, learn the next. So very often the offline is a good way to do this because a child learns something from a book or from a website, and then they can go and ask somebody, they can put to practice what they've learned, and then perhaps they go back to the online resource. But the internet can do that as well. So we don't want children staring at a screen all day long. We want them to interact with people and be out in the world. But I think the key thing is that the learning builds in a progression and it builds in interaction around that progression. Probably the technology is not that well developed for interactive learnings. Probably still we collaborate better, we interact better offline because we have the facial communication, the non-verbal communication, the responsiveness to a child. The internet is not good yet at responding to what a child has understood and what they've not understood and provide the next thing they need, whereas people are brilliant at this. But the internet is very good, or the technology is very good for all kinds of specialised information which other people don't know. And it's very good for putting people together in specialist groups, those who would like to, I don't know, learn about genetics or learn about how to play the violin, or, you know, people can group in new ways around online resources. I think there are several points to make about the sense that teachers don't know as much about the technology as the children. The first is that the children don't know as much as they say. The children are often very quick and they have the latest app and they press the buttons very fast, but children don't understand, and they want to understand how does this technology work really? Who owns it? Where is their data going? How is the code written? What are the organizations that collaborate to provide the digital environment they are part of? I think there are many things that children would love to understand better, which teachers maybe don't know, but they can learn, they can teach to the children. So don't be persuaded that the children know everything. The children delight in finding ways to laugh at the teacher. Oh, you don't know this, but it's not very deep knowledge. So the teacher's task, of course, is to provide a deeper knowledge. In some kind of games to teach science, I think there are a lot of creative ways to visualize processes which teachers are used to teaching abstractly. So if teachers have access to the games and the game can visualize and analyze a complex scientific process for children, then the teacher has the scientific knowledge to explain. The child sees a game. The game is fun. They see a process of learning that might seem effortful. The teacher must take confidence from what they know, and you can empower the child to feel they have the confidence in the technology. Perhaps the child explains to the teacher what to do when the laptop has gone wrong, and then the teacher can explain something to the child, and it's okay. I think public policies have, in many places, gone wrong by thinking that just providing the technology is a solution. This is one problem. We know that the classroom environment, the teacher training, the curriculum development, this is all crucial in relation to the technology. I think there have been problems in some countries when the policy of the school is to say the technology is so difficult, I give it all to one company. And that company may not have good pedagogy. It may know how to make technology work, how to sell the technology, how to standardize the technology, but not necessarily think pedagogically. So I would really say learning is crucial, not just managing the technology. It's probably a law of technology that every device was designed for one purpose, but it ends up being used for another. So those in public policy, they need to understand how is it really used? I'll give you an example. In Britain, in every classroom, there is a smart screen, and the smart screen is designed to be interactive. It can respond to what the student chooses, presses, answers. Where I've seen it, mostly it is used for one-way communication. The teacher puts something on YouTube, the class sits quietly, then it's finished, then they go back to pen and paper. So the technology's potential is being wasted, and anyone who went into a classroom would see this. So the public policy people, they must do a little more visiting in the classroom and listening to the teachers and students.